Okay, I need to talk about this. I just opened my investing app and I'm down. My portfolio is red. Should I be selling? Should I move everything to cash?
Put the phone down. Because what you do right now could either protect your future or destroy it. And most people get this completely wrong.
So, what do I do?
Nothing. But not just nothing, strategic nothing. There's a specific way to invest so that when the market drops, you don't panic. You don't sell. You actually feel fine. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up. The market going down is not the problem. The problem is how most people are invested when it happens, or they don't understand what they own, so they panic and sell at exactly the wrong moment. That's where real money is lost. But first, quick disclaimer. Everything in this video is educational only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Today we're covering why wealthy people never pick individual stocks. The 3 ways anyone can invest smarter, from a little bit of work to zero work. And the one mistake that causes people to lose money even when they're in the right investments. Here's what most beginner investors do. They try to find the one stock that's going to win, the next Apple, the next Tesla. They put a big chunk of money in and hope.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
And here's what actually wealthy investors do. They don't try to guess. They own everything, a small piece of thousands of companies at once. So it doesn't matter which one wins, they own it. And if one company collapses, it barely moves the needle.
How do you own thousands of companies at once?
Through index funds. An index fund is basically a basket that holds hundreds or thousands of stocks automatically. You buy one thing and you're instantly diversified across the entire market. And here's the kicker. Index funds beat actively managed funds the vast majority of the time. Not sometimes, most of the time.
Why don't financial advisors just tell everyone to do this?
Because there's not much money in it for them. Index funds charge as little as 0.06% per year. Mutual funds charge 1.5% to 2.5%. On a $100,000 portfolio, that's $2,000 a year in fees versus $60 every year for decades. Own everything, keep costs low, stay diversified. Now let me show you 3 ways to actually do this, ranked from a little bit of work to zero work. Option 1 is called the 3-fund portfolio. The idea is simple. Instead of picking individual stocks, you buy just 3 ETFs that together cover the entire world.
3 ETFs. What are they?
For Canadians, XAW, a global stock ETF covering the US and the world. XIC, a Canadian stock ETF. And ZAG, a Canadian bond ETF that adds stability and reduces your risk. A common starting point for younger investors is 80% in stocks, split between XAW and XIC, and 20% in bonds with ZAG. The little bit of work part is that once a year, if your stocks grew and it's now 90 to 10, you sell a bit of stocks and buy more bonds to get back to your target. Takes about an hour a year.
That's not bad at all.
And the benefit is full control. You know exactly what you own and exactly why. Option 2 is even simpler. Instead of buying 3 separate funds and managing allocation yourself, you buy one single ETF that does all of that automatically. These are called asset allocation ETFs.
One ticker. That's it?
One ticker, XGRO, iShares Core Growth ETF Portfolio. You buy XGRO and you instantly own an 80% stock, 20% bond portfolio, globally diversified, automatically rebalanced. You do nothing. XGRO holds other ETFs inside it: Canadian stocks, US stocks, international stocks, and bonds, all in one package. MER is around 0.20% per year. That's $20 on a $10,000 investment.
Are there different versions depending on how aggressive I want to be?
Yes, iShares has a full range. XCNS is conservative, 40-60. XBAL is balanced, 60-40. XGRO is growth, 80-20. XEQT is all equity, 100% stocks. Same lineup from Vanguard: VCNS, VBAL, VGRO, VEQT. All one ticker, all very low cost. If you're under 40 and can handle seeing your portfolio drop 30% without panicking, XGRO or XEQT makes sense. If market drops stress you out, XBAL gives more stability. This is not better than option 1. It's simpler, fewer decisions to second guess. Option 3 is the ultimate set it and forget it approach. Robo-advisors. Think Wealthsimple managed portfolios or Questwealth. You don't buy a specific ticker at all. You open the account, answer a few questions about when you want to retire, and the algorithm does everything else automatically.
What do you mean, everything else?
When you're young and retirement is 30 years away, it automatically puts you in an aggressive mix of mostly stocks. As you get closer to retirement, it automatically shifts towards safer bonds. You set up an auto deposit from your checking account and never have to log in again.
So I don't even click buy?
Nope, it invests your deposits automatically, rebalances for you, adjusts your risk over time. Zero work.
Is there a downside?
Fees are slightly higher, usually 0.4 to 0.5% on top of the fund fees. But a slightly higher fee on a portfolio you actually stick with beats a cheaper DIY portfolio you panic sell every time the market dips. Here's what most investing videos skip, and it's the most important thing I'm going to say today. Even if you pick the perfect option, you will still lose money if you don't understand market psychology. Markets go down, not sometimes, regularly. Historically, the market drops 10% or more almost every single year at some point. A 20% drop happens roughly every 3 to 4 years. A 30% or 40% crash happens every decade or so. But every single time the market has dropped in history, it has recovered. Every crash, every recession, every panic, the market came back and went higher than before.
Every time?
Every time. In March 2020, the market crashed 34% in 33 days, the fastest crash in history. By August of the same year, it had fully recovered, 5 months. The people who sold in March 2020 locked in a 34% loss and missed the entire recovery. That is how wealth is destroyed. Not by the market crashing, but by investors panicking and selling at the bottom.
So right now, with the market down,
Right now is when the strategy matters most. If you're in a well-diversified index fund with a long timeline, the correct move is to do nothing. Or better, if you have cash on the sidelines, this is historically one of the best times to invest. You're buying at a discount.
so if someone is sitting there right now, portfolio is red, feeling stressed, what do they actually do?
Step 1, don't sell. If you're still employed, still have a long timeline, and your fund is still diversified, the only thing that changed is the price, and lower prices are good for buyers. Step 2, look at what you actually own. If you're in a diversified index fund or asset allocation ETF, you're fine. Sit tight. If you're in individual stocks, this is a good moment to plan a shift towards something more stable. Not to sell in panic, but to make a plan. Step 3. If you have cash in savings right now, consider putting some of it to work. Markets being down means your contribution buys more units than it did 3 months ago.
And which option? 3-fund asset allocation ETF or robo-advisor is the right one?
The right one is whichever one you'll actually stick with. If one ticker you never think about means you sleep better and don't sell when things get scary, that's worth more than any fee difference. The best investing strategy is the one you can stay in for 20 or 30 years without flinching.
That's really reassuring.
Good, because the market being down right now is not the end of the story. It's the middle. And the people who stay invested are the ones who come out ahead.
And if this video helped you stop panicking, hit subscribe. We post new videos every week for Canadian beginner investors.
If you want to know exactly where to park your safe money while the market is down, cash.to. GICs, high interest savings. We break all of that down in our previous video linked right here. And if you're still deciding between Wealthsimple and Questrade for buying these funds, that full comparison is right here too. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. A lot of people are making bad decisions this week. Stay the course. We'll see you in the next one.